Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We're almost at Christmas time, and that means that everybody's broke. And that goes for this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Taskmaster challenge as well. We only get 100 million to build our ship. And while 100 million might sound like a lot, in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts it's actually not that much. Now we can spend the 100 million in any way we see fit. We can unlock any nation, we can unlock all the hulls, and we can just build, for example, $10 million DDs. Or one $100 million battleship. I lose points if I lose a ship. So if I lose a 10 million destroyer, I lose 10 points. I gain points for getting kills. For a battleship, I gain 50 points, a battle cruiser yields me 25, heavy cruiser 10, light cruiser 5, and destroyers are only worth 1. So, I think the best choice here to ensure that I don't lose any kind of a ship is to go with a battleship or a battle cruiser. If it is going to be a battleship, it might need to be a relatively cheap one, which means one with fewer displacement. And that might keep me under the 100 million budget. Let's see if I can get this done. Yeah, this is a bit on the large side of what I need. An NG3 class is a bit on the small side, modern dreadnought, modern battleship. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to pick the French hull. I like the French design. The modern battleship 2. Maybe I can build one of those, well, depending on what type of ship you need. The Dunkerque, the Richelieu class. Something in that line of thinking. Now, let's first ensure that I have the tech to start hitting stuff. The engagement range is 30,000 meters, so it'll help me if I can get some good range finding going. And electro-hydraulic turrets, auto-loaders, high TNT. I already have spent about half my budget. That is only going to get progressively worse. Range not important. 63 million. 57 million. See, that's not bad. This time around, we're going to go for diesel 2s. Now, what kind of armament do I need on this ship? How about making a bow-heavy armament? So, centerline guns. We are fighting a battleship from 1940. So, I'll have to keep in mind that I need powerful enough guns to take that ship down. Now, this hull can only facilitate 18-inch guns. Nah, just not there. Really? How about now? Should we try again? There we go. What if the Dunkerque had 18-inch guns? Why not? Why not? 18-inch guns which reload in 55 seconds and which pack quite a punch at 32,000 damage if they hit. That is going to get augmented by super heavy shells. I will, of course, need some serious barbette armor, a triple bottom hull. What is with my speech today? Let's go with, considering that we're fighting at rain. Ooh, let's not. That was a bit more expensive than I was hoping. Anti-torp, some. And that gives me 5,000 tons to play around with. I still need to buy... Sorry, not, yeah, 5,000 tons, but also 5 million. I still need to add a funnel. What if I go with a cheap, slow ship? Well, relatively slow. And I can also save a bit if I go diesel instead of diesel 2. There we go. It does give me a bit more displacement, by about 800 tons, but I find that acceptable. Now then, secondary guns. Yeah, over here. Here and here. After weight offset is 0.7%, so the ship is even stern heavy? Okay. Not quite what I was expecting. I am fighting mostly fewer capital ships and a bunch of DDs. If I'm fighting DDs, I'm going to go with some smaller guns. And preferably something relatively affordable, also in the sense of displacement. Can put a 4-inch triple over there, and over there. And not over there, but maybe over here? No? Really? No. No, just no. And they're not American, so it's not like they have gun slots everywhere, like over there on the bow, like the Iowa design does. So I'm going to have to go without those. And apparently, this one is not quite the same. Can I only see a triple? Yeah. Alright, well, triple it is. Triple it is. Does that not terribly obstruct the firing arc of this 8-inch gun? No. No. Not terribly, anyway. Still, if I put it down here, where I have a bit more room, I might have to... is that worth it? That small angle? No. Now, I'm looking at displacement, and I'm getting quite close. That's not ideal. Is there anything I can save a bit of cash on? Maybe electro-hydraulic turrets. Because once my turrets are pointing at the target, these 18-inchers, I don't need to shift that much more, considering I'm already probably pointing only my bows at the target. Can I augment my forward-firing array with a couple of 6s? No, that's a bit heavy. I don't want an auxiliary 18-inch gun. Yes. How big can I go? Substantially larger. That does limit the forward firing, sorry, the port and starboard firing arc of that turret. Substantially. Hold on. Look at the firing arcs on these things. I could be pointing the whole ship away from the enemy, use all the 8-inch guns in case something gets close, and just use these things to fire over my shoulder. That is really nice. This is a 360 turret at this point. Or, hold on. Is it? Not here. It is here. But then I have a really high 4-weight offset. Without the hydraulic or the updated turret traverse system, I might need this. But I'm not sure how I'm going to offset that huge weight offset that I have. Ah, that won't fit. Augmented with a couple of 6s. 9.1. Getting there. This is still 360. 5.5. What if I make the ship bigger? Come on, jump a size. No, it won't. What if I make it smaller? Oh. Oh, no, not that small. 52? Yeah, around 52,000 tons. There, exactly 52,000 tons. Now I still have a very decent cash bonus. But not enough displacement to add more armor. If I go bigger... Yeah, ship becomes incrementally heavier. And, of course, with that, more expensive. 3.2, 2.3, 1.4, 0.5. Yes, it's still a 360 spinner. Good. So that thing will spin 360. This thing will not quite do it. As for my aft armament, 888s. In this case, I do want these things gone. So to ensure that they have the maximum firing arc. I don't think I can move them... Oh, hold on. I can just put them a bit further off to the side, like that. Now they have an even better firing arc. It's like you can put these turrets almost overboard. Look at that. How do you support that? How does that turn? Serious French engineering. Quality engineering. A couple more... Hold on, do I have... barbettes? I do... No. Yes! Yes. Indeed. Fuck me. Oh yeah? DD? You want to close in? Nah. Don't think so. They are, however, sticking off to the side a bit too much. Let's see if I can make that something slightly more reasonable, like that. These things will just super fire. That is fantastic. I didn't know you could do this. Every time I play the game, and especially with Taskmaster challenges, I learn something new. Because Taskmaster challenges force you to come up with weird shit. Weird designs that you normally go, what the hell is that? How are my engine efficiency stats looking? Not great. Oof, 400k left. Engine efficiency is now really good. And once again, it is armor. That's probably going to get the short end of the stick. Unless I just go for standard shells. That might work. Because then I have a bit more displacement to play with and a bit of cash. The thing is, I can never arm this ship well enough to ensure that I take hits and not take damage. That's the challenge. Not too heavy. In that case, I would actually rather have a bit more speed. But that's probably really tough. 25 knots. Can we get 26? No. Okay, 25 it is. Oil? Too expensive. Semi-oil. This is going to be a really interesting experience, considering just throwing shit over my shoulder with this design. Yep. Look at that. 2 666s and 5 888s, which can all be trained at the target. So it's like on the front end, I'm a battleship. And then you go further back and you go, hold on, that's no battleship. That's a heavy cruiser. I'll take it. This is the Magnanime. No, we're going to just call this the Paris. Okay, Austria Hungary, Austro-Hungarian fleet. What do you guys have? The enemy has been spotted, and it is my job to sink them. Now, considering that I have this ship, I am pretty confident I'll be able to sink everything there. So that's going to come down to time. There is no time limit, but I mean, it will come down to the amount of time that I use to sink the enemy fleet. I expect that this is their battle cruiser, because their battleship looked different. A couple of aggressive smoke screens up in the distance. Yeah, enemy smoke spot to the north. I hope they don't head away from me too much, because that is going to cost me time. Hold on. What are you? You're a heavy cruiser? Judging by this, this is the battleship, this is the battle cruiser. That makes you a heavy cruiser. Curious. Okay. Look at her. She is just pretty. She is just pretty. Paris. City of Lights, ship of 18-inch guns. Not quite the same. I think I'll take the second. I mean, would you rather have this ship or a trip to Paris? If your answer is a trip to Paris, you need to reconsider your life choices. Hold. There. I just wanted to get a nice screenshot of the girl. Just after she fired all of those 18-inch guns. Now let's see, they're closing in. What's your distance? Your distance is 24 and closing, with a couple of smoke puffs closing faster. These guns range out to 17.3, so that means that I'll be in range relatively soon. I am gonna save my main ammo for a while, because I do have a fair bit. Oh, that changes the deal. There's the battleship. Wait. Are you... Okay. Looks like I'm in luck. The battleship has decided not to sport a stern turret. Not that I'm one to talk, because I don't have any either, except for those 8-inch guns. But this severely limits the amount of firepower that the Austro-Hungarian fleet can bring to bear. And then you would be the battlecruiser. A battlecruiser with relatively small guns. Looks like I really am in luck. Range 26.2. The ship fires back with 2 16s. Which might very well be enough to pen me. Yeah, 50-50. But this is a... It's a modernized Dreadnought. Not a very high tonnage. Relatively, that is. I mean, they could have built a super battleship, but they didn't. You guys here yet? Close enough. You must be a destroyer. Yep. Bunch of funnels, torpedoes on the stern. Works for me. It's time to employ the tactic that I was planning on using. Slow. Turn. And ensure that we can use almost all the guns on this ship. So the plan is to have the ship bladed almost like that. Still have the bow turrets fire at the battleship and the battlecruiser as they approach. And the smaller ships, which are trying to rush in, they're going to get subjected to a hail of 8-inch shell fire. That's the plan. We're getting quite close to where I want to be. I'd say the range is quite good. ID 24%, 25 on the battlecruiser. Halfway done on the heavy. A bit more turning. The one that doesn't turn too far is the B turret. Oh, beautiful. Belt pen extended. Serious damage, 2 engines down, rudder and flooding and fire. 18-inch shells. Alright, carry on. How many aft guns do I have going off? I think 9 of them. Yeah, the 6s are trained in that direction, but cannot quite get to open up yet. Their effective range is here, which is what the DD is approaching. So very well, keep it up. That battleship is still flooding? You could be at serious risk there. That was the only hit that I did. She's slowing down. That means easier to target, so my shells fall 600 meters short of the target. Alright, Paris. Just get to work. 1 8-inch shell overpens the enemy destroyer as it closes in. Now what also is extra handy for me in this case is that I'm heading away. So I'm making myself even more difficult to be targeted by torpedoes. Not impossible. They can still have very long range torps. But the design on these is not great. Because their torpedo launchers are being hampered by the secondary tower and by the other torpedo launcher. So I don't expect any torpedoes to hit the Paris at the moment. Sorry, the Paris anytime soon. Jesus, that thing took a load of flooding. That DD, however, did not. 16-inch shell strikes the Paris, doing a bit of damage. No, I only lose damage, or I only lose points if I lose a ship. So that's unfortunate, 3%, but fine. Damn. Hate it when my voice just cuts out right in the middle of a sentence as I'm recording a video. Oh, we have ID on the heavy cruiser. A heavy cruiser, 17,500 tons, 6-inch guns. Wow. Maxi bulkheads. Speed, very comparable to the Paris. And that means that she'll struggle to close in. But she's almost in range of the 8s. Okay. That's the only ship class we have successfully identified so far. Streiter launched torpedoes. Really long running ones. Many bulkheads, yeah, but you got 2 compartments which seem to be filling up. No, they're pumping it back out. I think it's time to make a gentle course correction. You know what, we're going to turn that way, open up a bit more and increase speed. I don't know how well this battleship is going to increase speed though. I have a good engine efficiency, but it's a lot of tonnage that we're trying to move with a diesel engine. And the importance of that is that it doesn't have that many horsepower per ton. So it's not as powerful. Battleship, 76%. Battle cruiser also halfway there. Another hit. 336 damage. That's the exact same thing, isn't it? No, 322. Has she just stopped firing altogether? No, she has not. Sorry. Her engine is repaired, but she just took another hit. Another 18-inch shell. Fire broke out. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm a bit more concerned about those torpedoes that are inbound. Steady as she goes. Because turning usually loses quite a bit of speed too. Range 22. Range 23 in the battle. And this is the light cruiser then? Yeah, one of the... Not seeing any surface mounted torpedo tubes or deck mounted torpedo tubes. Could be underwaters. Alright, keep up the pressure. The whole kiting away thing is still my plan, mainly. But the problem is that they're getting torpedoes off on me. There's the salvo. The other 2 Streiters haven't yet launched. And Streiter D2 is now getting too close. The 6-inch guns are starting to take offense to that. Oh shit, you just launched torpedoes. Alright. Turn once more. It looks like the ship is not actively engaging anymore because she just smoked up. But she didn't. Wolfsven. Battleship has been identified. We're looking at the Sigismund. Maximum bulkheads? And yet you took that much flooding? That's pretty concerning. What's your range? About 20 kilometers out. Now, the ship said that it detected torpedoes, but the question is what side? Because they're not coming from this side, they can't. All their DDs are over here. Wolfsven taking a bit of damage. I'm waiting for these guys to finish their vaping session so I can target them again. All this turning is making me harder to hit, but also provides less of a stable platform for those 18-inch guns to butcher the rest of the battleship. Not that it needs much more persuasion, though. She's down to 26% structural integrity. I'm burning again. The other guys also launched? No, the Streiter hasn't. Interesting. Can an 8-inch gun even pen the Wolfsven at this tier? Or at this range? Armor plus 78%? What's that, Krupp 2? Krupp 1? You guys have access to 1940s tech. But they're not using it. Okay, 13 kilometer range. Let's round that up to 15 for good measure. And then I can pen 6.8 inches of belt armor. Right. That's Not anywhere near. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more than that. Target the Streiter. We might be able to pen that one. Now the problem with a forward-firing build is that if you turn away too much, you're utterly unable to use the 18... Oh. What? Wait a minute. Is the game cheating? Because I have the sense that I just fired an 18-inch shell right through my own ship. Let's see that again. Let's see that again. Yep. That's this turret right here. That blew a shell right through, or actually it blew 4 shells right through the main tower. Now that right there is the definition of a 360 turret. It's just not quite what I had in mind. That's a bug. Whoa. That really shouldn't be there. Now, this shouldn't be here either. It wasn't even the target. This poor destroyer. You were just... Yeah, you were a really classic case of wrong place, wrong time. Dead. That was an 18-inch shell that just strayed. And hit him for almost 1,000 damage. Oh well. The Streiter here is still loaded with torps. Streiter D3 starts to flood. How much have these 8-inch guns done? 1,200 damage, 195, 5.3, and 38. Not too bad. Now, can we finish off the battleship? Because there's still a battle cruiser to sink. The Minerva. Minimum bulkheads. The battle cruiser has more displacement than the battleship, by the way. And she's quite a bit faster. 11-inch guns. I'm really lucking out with the amount of low armored, low tier, or well, not so much low tier, but relatively low tech ships. The design on these guys is just terrible. Which kind of makes up for my luck on other weeks, when I didn't really have great designs opposing me, and the other guys did. So this is my week. I just hope that the Paris can engage these ships with anger, and ideally a bit faster. Because it's probably going to come down to time. As I'm kind of expecting the other guys also to bring their battleships out. And I don't know if I can beat their time. Now, the Sigismund still being targeted. What's your speed like? Because you're definitely not going to be fast. 6 knots! I'm zigzagging to avoid incoming torpedoes from the Streiter. Streiter lost a funnel. Okay. It's going to cut into your engine efficiency in a bit. 11 clicks out. Wolfsven. Still can't pan that. Buoyancy 10%? Come on. Finish her off. We have bigger ships to fry. Now these light cruisers might look quite instant, but they do come with torpedo tubes. 21 inch, 15 kilometer range. That's pretty substantial. Sigismund gets flooding again. 5%. It's another flooded compartment. 4%. And she's steady again. I need to hit her right in the bow. Because these stern hits don't do enough. I swear that's a torpedo coming at me. How many of these guys carry? 16 more. Lovely. So far I've been able to zigzag quite a bit, avoiding any torpedo. All the damage that I've taken was just structural integrity damage thanks to 16-inch guns. Mostly. The other ones are harmless. See, that's another 16-inch hit right there. Maybe I should be pushing this group a little and let the DDs tail me. Just let them chase me around so that the stern guns can work them over. That's what we're going to do. Charge into the battleship. Finish off the Sigismund. We still have about half the shells left. That's not great. This is going to cost me a lot of time. Come on. One more salvo ought to do it. Just a few damaging hit on this ship. She's almost stationary. Come on. I can slow down a bit, at least temporarily, to allow my ship a bit more accuracy. But I cannot do that for a long time, because these guys are still torping me. Finally, the Streiter D1 sinks. We're going to turn again. Trying to avoid any further torpedo salvos. I am trying to slow down. Well, not even. I'm still trying to speed up. Damn, that 6-inch duo of mine is almost empty. Oh. These DDs are not really getting hit. Uh-oh. Get out of the way. Okay, swing back. Just needed to get that ass of yours out of the way of that torpedo. Yep, that will do. 15 clicks out. Could you finally murder that ship? Finish her. Because it's starting to take a bit long. 8% chance to hit. 8.5. At this point the light cruisers are also starting to get involved. And, moreover, starting to torp me. Naughty, naughty. What would Santa say? Come on. Jesus. High explosive. There's another incoming torpedo. And again. Here's the duo from the light cruiser. I hope that I can evade that. Increase speed to maximum. I really don't want to get hit twice. This is going to get tight. Yeah, we're fine. I'm hoping for one high explosive salvo on the Sigismund to just finish her off. Because the ricochet angle is really high. Well, not anymore. That means it's difficult to get a good finishing hit on it. And come on, hit the battlecruiser if you don't. We're already an hour in. I gotta say, oh shit! That was really close. I was expecting some more success from this ship. Even the 8-inch guns are running a little low. Wow. Was not expecting that. Now, can we finish this guy? Nope. Can't even hit her. Fine. 2 more torpedoes in the water. Maximum stern. Maximum turn. Yeah, maximum turn should do it. 15% chance to hit. Oh, come on. 6-inch are about to run out. So far we've killed a few DDs, but there are still a few left. And it looks like the Streiter just torped again. Come on. The D3 that is. D2 also just torped. Come on. Flood. No. That's a fire. I really hope that I still have enough shells at the end of the day to get rid of the battlecruiser. 4 and 4? We are officially out of torpedo. Sorry, out of 6-inch shells. This is not going as well as I'd expected. Destroyed funnel. Fire. Great. Structural integrity down to 3%. What is taking so long? This thing went down by about 20 to 30% in a few hits. There we go. And it looks like we're now hitting... Oh, well, rather we... Oh, shit. Rather, we were looking at damage saturation. This is going to be pretty problematic. Yeah, I'm going to take torpedoes here. The battlecruiser is getting awfully close. Ow. Oh, that was not good. Sink that battlecruiser. No, that... Really? That just splashed the water all over the place. At least this thing isn't that deadly. With her 11-inch guns. Maintain turn. Blow it out of the water. Flooding. That's the start. Chance to pen? 100%. More torpedoes coming in. Those light cruisers really need a stern talking to. Fuck me. And more? Death by a few torpedoes is going to end this mission potentially. Oh, don't hit. Don't hit. At least my buoyancy isn't affected that much. But I would rather like the use of my engines again. Okay, that was the Minerva. That was the battlecruiser. Good. Switch everything to high explosive because now we're just firing at light targets. Cut that out. Okay, just continue the turn. Many bulkheads. Yeah, but I have many 8-inch guns. Just not that much ammunition left. I don't want to get torped again. Where are the DDs at? That heavy cruiser's running off. Okay, you're dead. Sad that I didn't catch that. That was almost 2,000 points of damage. Okay, we're not going to get torped. Or we're not going to get... I think we just got... Yeah, we just got torped. We just got torped by the Hohenems. Come on. Use the 18s before the turn just makes that impossible. Although, I can always try to fire directly through the ship. Flooding. Yes. Yes. 241 damage. But I still have a torpedo problem. Hohenems is starting to flood. I might be in the clear for the torps. But my rudder control is still not optimal. Main guns on the heavy cruiser. Secondary guns on the light cruiser, please. We're already 1 hour 20 in. Damn. This guy's out of torps. Oh no. They're almost running off. It's gonna make it very difficult to catch them. Look at this turret just turned right through the main tower. The main tower on these French battleships need work. Hohenems just sent more. Oh! Oh! That might have been the last salvo from the Streiter D3. D2 still has torps and the Streiter itself. 16 left. Lovely. Come on. The charade has gone on long enough. Some light damage. Switch to auto selector. Maybe a few AP pens would do it against the Hohenems. 8 kilometers. I'm still stuck between these two fleets now. Or what used to be one fleet. We're still turning. Is my rudder still damaged? That was more or less on target. Now, I think we need... There we go. We need 1 or 2 good hits. They're 18-inch guns. Oh, fuck you. You're launching torps too. Let's end that real quick. Another fire. Structural integrity drops. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get hit again. The light cruiser's down. Maybe... No. No. Come on, get the Strider sunk with the secondaries. Main still on the Wolfsberg. 4%. They're not very advanced, but they just refuse to sink altogether. There we go, she's gone. Leaving just a couple of destroyers alive. Well, alive is relative, I suppose. No, it's not. Either you're alive or you're not. But this thing is half dead. I suppose you could say. That's a good hit. That was an 8-inch salvo. There goes the Strider D2. Next is the main, the Strider. She still has torpedoes. They could still pose a threat. Not so much that one, though. I really love to see one of those 18-inch shells just blow that destroyer in half. 4.7% chance to hit. That's not bad against a ship that small. But I am potentially in bigger trouble. And that's because I'm running out of ammunition. The 4s don't really have the range. Fortunately, the D3 is coming to me. But I don't really have the speed to chase down the Strider. And I don't have the firing angles to bring the 4-inch guns to bear. Nor the 3s. Come on. Yes! 1411 damage. She's gone. Thank you, 18-inch guns. And at that point, the other destroyer also starts taking some good hits. She's flooding, but not succumbing to it. That helps. Now she's gone. 8:24:47 is my time. So 1 hour, 35 and 13 seconds. Job done for the Super Dunkerque. Or the Super Richelieu. I don't know what you want to call it. Let me know, guys. Good lord. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of the video. And don't forget to check out the other guys. Links down below in the description to Spartan, Brother Munro, Everyday's Different, and History Guy Gaming. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon.